The iconic Grand Rapids restaurant Red Lion is remembered as more than just a place to dine, but also a gathering place for all on the city's west side.
While the Red Lion hasn't made a comeback, its iconic neon sign has, and it's looking better than ever, just in time for Art Prize. Driving down Bridge Street on Grand Rapids' west side, you'll find a charismatic community filled with bustling bars and restaurants. You might also spot this vintage Red Lion neon sign outside of Swift Printing. The sign shines like it's new. But really, this is a homecoming, nearly 2 decades in the making. The Red Lion was a West Side dining staple owned by the Cucchios family. It closed down in 2004, and the building was eventually demolished. Today, the significance behind the neon-lit letters is a reflection, or in this case, a sign, of what the West Side is all about: community and family.
So I really think what the sign is doing is connecting all generations together, not only allowing us to reflect on our history, but also to move forward and glancing back and remembering where we all came from.
West Sider Jessica Gutowski-Sladen says as a kid, she remembers eating there a few times, and her father and grandfather grabbing 4 Red Lion dogs, since it was only a block away from their family business, Swift Printing.
The greatest thing about really the restaurant and what it symbolizes is community and welcoming and hospitality. You could sit in that restaurant and a multimillionaire can sit right next to a guy on hard times, and everybody celebrate each other. And I think that is the real fabric of the West Side, and it continues today.
It's those memories that make up their family's West Side pride and fueled the vintage Red Lion neon sign comeback.
My parents bought the building where the sign was probably 20 years ago. When they sold the property to a new developer, there was one non-negotiable, and it was like, we need to keep this sign. But we knew once we took it down, we couldn't get it back up, so the plan was, all right, let's take it down and we'll figure a way to get it back up.
It took about 10 years of working with the city to create and pass a vintage sign ordinance to allow the sign's display. And during that time, restoration work was underway as well, where little by little, Valley City Signs worked to modernize the vintage sign for a new generation.
And so looking at this from the community standpoint and what Bridge Street has done for my family and for the community at large, we're just so excited to be able to see the sign back up in action for everyone to be able to enjoy it.
The Red Lion neon sign is a submission in this year's Art Prize contest. Neon signs are dying art and are increasingly becoming rarer. Those behind the Red Lion revival are hoping that this sign will be the first of many neon signs to be revived in the city under the new vintage sign ordinance, which was passed last week.